Hello, once again, this is Antonio, and I'm coming at you with another exciting video. Now, in this video, it's a huge tale of deception. Mom lied to dad about the child's name, and he didn't discover the child's name until he received the Medicaid card. You have to watch who you are having children with, people. You're mixing gene pools with strangers, and children are here forever. Once mom go through the 10 months of pregnancy, because a pregnancy is 40 weeks, so it's technically 10 months, they're here forever. And one night of passion can cause you a lifetime of hurt. Nevertheless, this is Antonio. Hit the notification bell, like this video, push into the YouTube universe. We're going to go ahead and dive into the content. You can support the channel through Cash App and Super Chat. Your contributions is welcome. Nevertheless, let's get started.
Call him another man's name. Or
what again is the legal name of the child?
Joseph, and then his middle name I don't know how to pronounce. Victoria lied to my family, me, and I just figured out when I got the Medicaid card.
It's been quite some time since he spent time over there, right?
Yes, sir. Since the kidnapping incident.
That's a difficult program to get into if you're the father. Victoria Gomez was personally served with citation in this case on October the 9th, 2023 in Jefferson County, Texas. We're going to find that notice of this hearing was sent to Ms. Gomez by the Attorney General's office, giving her the information that she needed to have been here today. She is not here, and so therefore this case is eligible for default. You may call your first witness, Mr. Slade.
Mr. Prevost, what is your full name?
Raheem Jamal Prevost, Senior.
What is the legal name of the child that we're here for today?
Joseph Hollier.
Are you the father of that child?
Yes, sir.
Did you submit the DNA testing for that child?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I'll offer into evidence the DNA test results in this case as State's Exhibit A.
Yes, sir.
I just placed on the screen a copy of the alleged DNA test results between you and the child, Joseph. Is it okay if I look at the results?
Yes, sir.
State Exhibit A is admitted into evidence. Based on the admission into evidence, the State Exhibit A, the court's going to find that DNA testing was completed in this case between the alleged father, Mr. Prevost, and the child, Joseph Hollier. Based on that admission and that DNA test being completed, I'm going to find that Mr. Prevost is the biological father of this child, and I'm now going to name him as the legal father of the child.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Prevost, what again is the legal name of the child?
Joseph, and then his middle name I don't know how to pronounce. His last name is Hollier.
What should the name of the child be?
Raheem Joseph Prevost.
Why should that be his name?
Well, Victoria lied to my family, me, and I just figured out when I got the Medicaid card last year, which he was already 2 years old, that according to me and the family and the mother that I used to pick him up from, his name was Raheem. Until I got the Medicaid card, and I seen different.
Have you always called him Raheem?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. How long has the child lived with you?
So basically he's been living with me ever since he was born. He came with me for the hurricanes that hit when he was only a few months old. Ever since then, he's been going back and forth, maybe a 2-week period every 3 to 4 months, and he's back with me. They had a situation when she did try to keep him, and a couple of weeks later, CPS was involved, and I ended up getting him back.
Okay. So would you say for most of his life, he's been primarily living with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How often does Miss Gomez visit with the child?
She hasn't had contact with me or her son, which I have the same number for 4 years now. Since before she was incarcerated, and actually after, she still hasn't had no contact with him.
Okay. So was she recently incarcerated?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And when, to your knowledge, when was she released?
November.
Okay. And has she had any contact with the child since she's been released?
No, sir.
Okay. And before her incarceration, how much contact did she have with the child?
Rarely none at all. Like I said, it was maybe 2 or 3 week periods. So I don't, maybe 2 weeks out of 6 months, maybe 2 weeks every 6 months. But it was mostly, he had a relationship with her stepmom, which is the grandmother. But it wasn't often at all.
So he would go spend some time with Mrs. Gomez's stepmother. Is that
Yes.
right?
Yes, sir. And they live together.
Okay. But it's been quite some time since he spent time over there, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Since the kidnapping incident.
Since the kidnapping incident?
Yes, sir.
What happened then?
Well, I was at work, and my mom, which is his grandmother, was watching my son until I got off at 4. And the other grandmother, while the CPS ongoing case was going on, she tried to come and remove my son from my mom's house, which she had to call law enforcement.
Okay. When was that?
December of last year.
Okay. Do you mean December of 2023?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so the police were called? Was there a police report?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Groves Police Department.
Okay. And was there any protective order that came out of that? Anything like that?
No, sir, because they didn't know where my house was at. So I just kept my son away from my mom and made different arrangements until CPS got a hold of the mother and let her know the rules of the custody situation.
Okay.
And I immediately went to the courts and filed with the court.
Okay. When you say you filed with the court, what did you file with the court?
So basically, I had problems with my son getting to school. So through CPS, he was actually able to get into Wheatley. But I had to go file with the Attorney General office and try to get some type of paperwork, his birth certificate, Social Security. I was trying to get the acknowledgement of paternity. Before this DNA test, I already got my own done. I just been working on trying to get my little ducks in a row to make sure he's well taken care of.
Understood. All right. Do you know what Ms. Gomez does for work?
I'm not sure. I know she was a scalper helper before.
Was that before she was incarcerated?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do you know if she's working now?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you know if she's capable of working?
Yes, sir.
And so how is the child currently covered for medical insurance?
Medicaid.
Okay. Okay, that's all I have, Your Honor. I pass this witness.
You have any other witnesses?
No further witnesses, Your Honor.
Mr. Prevo, I got some questions, okay?
Yes, sir.
You live in Jefferson County?
Yes, sir.
Been here for at least 6 months?
All my life.
Okay. Do you know whether or not Miss Gomez has any other children?
Yes, sir, she does.
Do they live with her?
I believe with the mom, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure she's back living with her mom. I just had no contact with her since she's been released.
Do you know whether or not she's court ordered to pay child support for any of those kids?
No, sir, I have no idea.
Good enough. You said that the child is currently receiving benefits through the state Medicaid program?
Yes, sir.
Is that through your name or hers?
My name.
Okay. Well, congratulations. That's a difficult program to get into if you're the father. I don't know why they make it so difficult sometimes, but I give you credit for that.
It was a long ride, but I
know
got it.
It shouldn't be any more difficult for you than it is for anybody else. I don't understand why they make it difficult for dads. So you said that she was in jail till November of just last year, 2023?
Yes, sir.
And she's had very little, if no, contact with the child since she got released?
No contact, and I still have my number at the same contact.
Right.
She was able to contact me.
I mean, by law, I'm supposed to give her contact rights with the child. If I have to give her contact rights, Mr. Prevo, what kind of contact rights do you think she ought to have?
Supervised visits.
How long do you think ought to make her do supervised visits?
What's the maximum requirement? I want her to work her way up. I mean, at least start showing that she wants to spend time with the child.
I need more witnesses like you, Mr. Prevo. That's what I need. I need more witnesses like you. All right. The baby's almost 4, 3.5.
Yes, sir.
Not really a baby anymore.
That's my little boy.
I'm old, so anybody under 5 years old is probably going to be a baby to me. All right. You're not asking me to go back in time and set child support against her?
No, sir. My main focus is, I don't want to be calling him another man's name, or that's my main thing. I'm just trying to.
We're going to fix that.
Yes, sir.
We're going to fix that today. And as far as you know, she's still here somewhere in Jefferson County.
As far as I know, the Beaumont area.
Anything further, Mr. Slett?
No, nothing further, Your Honor.
Mr. Prevo, is there anything else you think I need to know about this case before I make a ruling?
No, sir.
Court's going to find the court has jurisdiction. Court's going to find based on the testimony of Mr. Prevo. I do not find that it's in the child's best interest to name the parties as joint managed conservators. I'm going to name Mr. Prevo as the sole managed conservator of the child. And I'm going to name Ms. Gomez as the possessory conservator. I am going to change the name of the child. From this point forward, the child's legal name will be Raheem Joseph Prevo. That will be the legal name of the child from this point forward. I'm going to give Ms. Gomez visitation rights at any and all times mutually agreed to by the parties. If no mutual agreement, then there's going to be a phased-in visitation schedule, Mr. Slett, with 10 visits at each phase. So that will be 10 supervised visits for 4 hours on the first, third, and fifth Saturday, followed by 10 unsupervised visits for 4 hours on the first, third, and fifth Saturday, followed by 10 unsupervised visits for the day on the first, third, and fifth Saturday, followed by 10 one-night overnight visits Saturday at 6 to Sunday at 6 on the first, third, and fifth Saturday of each month. Once those last phase of visits are completed, then Ms. Gomez can have regular standard possession at that point in time. Now, Mr. Prevo, if she gets back into the child's life and she turns out to be a good parent and you want to accelerate her visitation, her phased in, you can do so, okay?
Yes, sir.
Just can't make it longer. You can make it shorter, but you can't make it longer.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to order child support, medical support in this case based on a minimum wage presumption. She's not currently incarcerated. She's obviously able to work. I'll order Mr. Prevo to maintain the current health insurance that he has on the child. Child support will be $225 a month plus $25 a month in cash medical. Both payments beginning February 1st of 2024 and every month thereafter until the emancipation date of the child. If I didn't say it, no retroactive child support will be granted in this case. There will be a domicile restriction, Mr. Slett. Any request for non-disclosure is denied. Court cost by Ms. Gomez, but I will give her until July 31st of 2024 to pay my court cost. Mr. Slett, did the state of Texas hear all the terms and conditions of my court order?
Court cost was July the 31st
of 24. Okay. Is that all you needed?
Yes, sir. I got the rest.
Mr. Prevo, Mr. Slett's office is going to send me a court order. If it matches what I ruled here today, I'm going to sign it, get it back to them, then they're going to make a copy of it and send it to you and to Ms. Gomez, okay?
Yes, sir, Judge.
Do you have any questions about my ruling?
No, sir.
All right.
All right, so of course you got deadbeat dads, but you also have deadbeat moms. You lied to the man about the child's name. You gave the child another man's name, so that tells me that you didn't even know who the child's father was. The man took a DNA test. Of course, he's the father. somebody tried to kidnap the man's child. You went to jail for scalping, and now when you get out of jail, you don't have no contact with the father nor the child. People, please guard your gene pool when you are mixing with some people, because this is bad. But nevertheless, this is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Please like, comment, subscribe as we be coming to you more videos in the future. And once again, we will see you in the next video.